Welcome to Rock Talk Lapidary, your podcast for everything rocks.
Coming to you every Thursday 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and tap that bell. Let's get rockin'.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Rock Talk Lapidary, Season 3, Episode 3, where we are talking about tips and tricks of lapidary this month. I messed up my spiel, but that's okay. So, as you know, what we do here is we talk about rocks with some of the industry's most influential and creative people, just like us and you. And we are super happy that you're here. I saw as early as 30 minutes ago some of you in the room chatting and waiting, and I think that's fabulous. So, had to mention that. So, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff, right? So what we've been doing this month is talking about tips and tricks of lapidary. So we asked you guys last week kind of what you wanted us to talk about this week, and we settled on to dop or not to dop, right? And we've got a whole bunch of other good stuff going on too. But so that's going to be our focus tonight. And we did get a really interesting email from Jaws Jr. And this guy does some crazy stuff with dop sticks. I'll tell you all about it. So without a whole lot of stuff, we're just going to get into it. So I'm Courtney King with CNS Services, Cabs and Stones. I cut cabs mainly. I cut slabs. I play around with some rough. I lick rocks. I'm just all about the rocks, right? I am opening a store which opens on Saturday. So if you happen to be local, come out and see me at my store. I'll show you some pictures of that during this show too. I am going to start bringing the co-hosts on, and tonight we're going to start with Matt. Hi, Matt.
Like caught me. I'm
Yeah, I couldn't bring Ryan because he was like not on the camera. So, how are you chatting?
I'm YouTubing, right? I'm trying to get everybody engaged here.
There you go.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
How are you?
appreciate it. What a crazy couple of weeks, but should slow down a little bit. Should get back to some kind of normalcy here soon.
I feel like you and I both say that all the time, and it never happens.
We do, right? That's how small business owners do, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just, 1 week it should be normal next week, and next week it's crazy.
That's right. That's right. But at least you got a chance to play with some rocks at your work this week.
Yeah, so I totally told my guy today. So I used to have 2 and then no mas, right?
Right.
So I totally told my guy today, I was like, hey, we're going to cut this rock. He's like, I almost threw that in the trash.
Oh, no. Ooh, he'd have been in big trouble. He would have been no mas.
yeah, no mas, right? But we cut it. It was a good time. It was a good time.
So we have videos and pictures of what Matt cut. This huge geode that he has. So we're excited to show you.
I'm probably going to send it to you. I'm gonna set that. I'm gonna cut it so it'll sit, so that it's face polished and it'll set, and I'll send it to you.
Nice. Part of it anyway.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I would love to set that in the store. That'll be an
nice smoky quartz. Beautiful.
Awesome. Looking forward to that.
And this dude's like, wow. He's never seen. He's like, is that a rock? Right.
Like, did you make yourself a rock hound at work today?
Probably.
That's awesome. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. Do you want to say anything about Redbeards or anything else?
Yeah. So Redbeards rocks, I cut, polish, do some cabs. At the moment, not offering a whole lot wholesale. I do got a pile of it.
Do you?
Right? So
nice.
So if you'd like something, give me a shout. I'm gonna package most of it up and send it to you. So
nice.
There you go. Right.
Okay.
So if you want something cut, polished, custom, if you need something with a custom base, or you want to stand for it, or whatever, any of that, I've got a lathe, I've got
There you
vacuum
go.
machine, right? I can do all of that.
There you go. There you go. And Matt's information, as we all know, and most of you know, but just in case you don't, is down in the description. His email and his Facebook information is down in the description of the show. All right, let's bring Brad on next. Hi,
Hi,
Brad.
everybody.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm a little tired today, but we all know how that goes. Some days are better than others.
Yeah, but you're
So,
tired because you're doing some cool stuff.
yeah, I poured footings for our store today.
Nice.
So we've got the store underway, so we're pretty excited. But anyways,
Absolutely.
I'm Brad from JBB Rocks and Metal Art, sphere maker plus cut and polish. Just a little bit of everything. So yeah, we're pretty excited to get the store going. I'm excited to see your store open this weekend, Courtney. That's pretty excited.
Yeah.
Monica says to let you know next week she is dedicating the week to making sure we can get you some merchandise.
Awesome.
So that's her
Awesome.
plan.
That's great. That's great. Brad and Monica are the duo extraordinaire of creativity and unique items.
Absolutely.
Very cool
Yep.
stuff. Very cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it. And I've got a picture. I'm going to show the breaking ground and where you're at now pictures here in a little bit
Oh,
as well. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. All right. Let's bring Dave on. Hi, Dave.
Hello. Yeah, Dave got caught looking at Facebook. But that's because, like all of you, and I don't know if the viewers know it, most of us are admins on multiple rock and mineral groups. And so I was just talking to someone trying to help them resolve a problem why they couldn't post on our rock and mineral identification. And so this is where we spend the rest of our time. So we don't get just to come see you and go home and play in the dirt or go dumpster diving for rocks in Matt's
Right?
case. And so from now on, Matt, I will check every garbage can I come across to see if somebody has thrown away a
There
Geo.
you go. Right? Right? Right?
So, hey, everybody, good to see you out there. Hope you came to have a good time tonight. I'm Dave. I am with Rock Tumblers for Autism, and that is our charity group where we actually, what I create when I make cabs, we sell those, and we buy rock tumblers for kids who have autism.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that. I love that.
Good work, Dave. Good
Yeah,
work.
Thank you.
absolutely.
It's a
Absolutely.
passion.
So,
Yeah.
so if
That's
you're not
awesome.
already
Awesome
on
work.
Dave's page on Facebook, it's Rock Tumblers for Autism, like he said. Go give him a follow. Um, do some interaction on his page.
Hey,
There it is
so,
on the
so
bottom. I remembered to put it on. Pardon, Matt?
you've been boxing, or?
No, I had a little accident taking a patient back up to the ward and ended up spraining my hand pretty bad.
Yeah, he
Real
was
truth is,
graceful.
I made Heather mad at me.
You're pretty good at that. You're pretty
Yes, I
good at that.
am.
All
Life
right,
on the
let's.
edge.
Yep, yep. All right, let's bring Ryan on. You ready, Ryan? Here we go. Okay. Hi, Ryan.
Hey, here he
What's up,
is, Ryan. I
everybody?
can do this.
Ah!
How are you?
What's up? I am Ryan. Me and my little brother Andrew, Chirrose Lapidary.
Your
Your
Sell-
microphone a
microphone is
little
jacked
closer
up.
to
Hi.
your face. There you go.
Is that better?
Yes,
Oh,
much
Better?
better.
What's up,
Good.
everybody? I'm Ryan with Glacier Bros. Me and my little brother run Glacier Bros, and we sell gemstones and jewelry and a bunch of different stuff live on Facebook. It's good to see everybody. I'm
Yeah,
so excited for you to open your store.
thank you.
Man,
yes.
the only thing I could think of, Matt, whenever you said that guy almost threw that away, as I would like the Mr. George. How much you pay for the new guy? uh,
Absolutely. That's right.
Too funny. Too funny.
That's right.
All right. So without further ado, let's get right into this so we have
Woohoo.
plenty of time to play tonight. Um, Kirsten is not with us this evening. She is in Alaska visiting her
She's in
family,
Alaska, right?
having a good time. Yep, I messaged a little bit with her today. She said the trip is going splendidly, so that's good stuff. But she'll be back with us next season. She may pop in next week. We'll see. So Dave, tell us about a little bit of merchandise, sir.
Merchandise. So we still have plenty of stickers. As a matter of fact, now this is the old version that I'm still holding because this is what I keep in my shop, and I'm too lazy to go change things around. Matt has one there, and these have the new hot lips and kissy KS on the new ones. And there's a
Do we
story
have
behind
new
that.
ones?
I thought we had the new ones already that we were getting ready to do. Oh, maybe we don't have those yet.
I
Okay,
don't have any.
we don't have the new ones.
This
Anyway,
will be the new one.
will be the new ones.
Yeah.
So you can get these right here for $2 a piece, or if you buy 10 or more, you can get them for $1.75 each. If you buy something from one of us, then we will throw one or two of these in the envelope with it. We also still, I believe, still have coffee cups.
We do still have a few left.
These things are so awesome. They hold so much coffee, I can't even drink it before it starts getting cold. And I love that. They are, so we're looking at $27.99 each on these plus shipping, and you can buy them in pairs if you'd like to. Please buy one for you and your spouse, or a friend, or me.
Friend. That's right. Or Dave. Yes.
Yeah,
Dave,
I'll always take another one.
Because it's the first of many, I put mine up like a little museum piece.
Did you?
I don't drink out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't drink out of mine either.
I use mine.
I don't even know where mine is.
Every morning, right?
Every morning for my coffee, right there.
I'm sorry, guys, but I just drink the water. You know what I mean?
So, that's because he has his
sticker. You got to put a sticker on your water bottle.
Yeah. Ryan has a sippy cup. He doesn't drink out of a coffee thing, man.
Hey, at least I can hold my sippy cup, Dave.
Oh, that's cruel. And I literally can't hold my coffee cup right now. That's sad.
Real tonight. Okay, so we do not have a viewer spotlight. So what we're going to do, if you remember last week, sorry, before I do this, because like I said, I messed up my spiel and then it threw me off. We do a live giveaway every show. So all you got to do, as most of you know, and for those of you that don't, is make a comment during the show, interact with us, interact with the other viewers, and we're going to write your name down on a list. And at the end of the show, we're going to count how many people commented, and we're going to pick a number, and somebody's going to win a live giveaway. And the giveaway this week is from Brad, and he'll tell you about that at the end of the show.
Brad's always got crazy stuff.
Yeah, right?
Always.
Right?
You never know.
Never know what it could be.
I should have showed you. I got a new septarian egg there, Courtney. You're going to fall in love with it. You might want it over the one I had put off to the side.
I might just want both of them. You never know. Never know. So Matt showed us last week this huge geode that he had, and he promised us he was going to cut it with this super cool saw that he has, and he did. So these are some pictures of how big it was.
Hey, so can I preface this?
Yeah, of course.
It wasn't about cutting that, right? Or the tools that I have. It was about being able to utilize what you have available to you or what you can find cheaply, right? And cut. So I thought I bought this thing, right? I thought it was an egg, just by the weight of it. Turns out to be a fantastic geode. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, wait till you guys see this. This is craziness.
Yeah, it turns out to be a crazy geode, but
it's massive though. Look how big it is.
It is huge. Like it's, I don't know, 8 or 9 inches by 12 inches. I mean, it's big.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so my point is, for all of you folks getting out there, right? These are construction tools. These are, now I've got tools in my garage, in my shop that are lapidary tools. These were construction tools. So if you got a big rock and you find a guy on the side of the road doing, pavers, right? You throw him $20, he'll probably cut that rock in half for you and can do it for nothing. Right?
There you go.
So it's about innovation. These are not traditional lapidary tools at all. One of those is a 16-inch chainsaw, diamond chainsaw, and the other one is a 14.5-inch steel cutoff saw. Right?
I love it.
Wow.
I love it. All right, so let's watch these videos. So yes, if you know any concrete jungle people, wizards out there, hit them up. With a freaking chainsaw. Crack me up. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, diamond chainsaw.
Wow. I didn't even know that existed.
Right?
Yeah. Now, Matt, how long was your cut time?
I don't know, probably.
I know it wasn't the 45-second video you sent.
No,
Right?
it's probably 5 minutes. I mean,
That's not
That's
bad.
all.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
That's
not bad at all.
Wow.
Yep. And
Look
then
at
they
that.
take the circular saw and cut the halves in half.
yeah.
Amazing, right? But wait till you see what lives inside. Ready? Here we go. Look
Look at
at
that.
this.
Wow.
Like, how crazy beautiful
That
is
is
that?
gorgeous.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you need to
Beautiful
polish 'em.
smoky quartz.
Just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff.
So I'll turn around and face polish that.
Yeah.
On all the sides. You know, I own and do a lot of concrete polishing. So I'll
Right.
polish all that.
Heck
And
yeah.
I'll send them to you, Courtney.
Awesome. Awesome.
Now, Matt, I have to
You could
justify to
keep
my
one for yourself, though, probably.
Maybe. I might have a couple.
Right? Right? So
You're
that's our
forcing me
viewer
to-
spotlight for this evening.
That was
That's,
nice. I enjoyed that.
That's fun.
Watching that
Isn't that
chainsaw.
cool?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like, who knew? And
Yep.
he's right. It's not any kind of special equipment.
No.
Just keep water flowing, you know.
And that's what I'm going to tell my wife when I get the chainsaw. This is not
Yeah.
special equipment. This is just,
As long as
you
it's
know,
got a diamond
it's
blade
necessary.
on it. That's right. That's right.
The cost is not in the chainsaw, Dave. It's the cost in the blade.
That
Yeah.
was, and that was what I was going to ask.
exactly.
Just so, is that a regular type of a chain? But it is. How is that set up? I mean, it's on a chainsaw and on a bar, which is typical, right?
No, it's a typical bar. It's so instead of your regular teeth on your chain blade,
Uh-huh.
right? It's got typical regular, what we would consider regular, like diamond integrated humps.
So it's
Okay.
set up then like a
Okay.
blade would be for our slab saw.
Totally. Yep.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you better be looking that up over there.
Right?
Yeah, that's a huge bandsaw chainsaw. Basically,
Absolutely.
right?
Yep.
With the diamond blade on it.
Yep.
Okay.
So we use them typically. I mean, most people don't have those available to them, but you can rent them. I can tell you, if I go rock hounding somewhere and I see something great big on the side of the mountain and I want it, I'm getting a damn diamond chainsaw.
There you go. There you go. Right?
And
Right?
I already got the blade, so I'm coming. Right? I'm cutting it out.
Matt has just ushered in a brand new era
A
of
whole
rock
new
hounding.
thing. That's right. That's right. And tips and tricks, right? DIY.
There you go.
A lot of
That's right.
DIYers out there, and Matt learned something new. So do it up. All
You
right.
can totally
So
cut it out.
No spelunking with the old mind pick for Matt.
heck no. Take a
Work
saw
smarter, not
much
harder.
faster.
Right?
That's right. So if you guys also remember, Brad has broken ground last week on his shop that he's building, and just a little progress picture of where he's at. He poured the footers
Yeah.
and is putting the foundation down. Started on that today. So super exciting, and we'll get another progress picture next week and give you an update on where he's at with that. Are you doing this all entirely yourself, Brad?
I have a friend helping me with all the concrete work, and then
Okay.
I will be doing all the framing, electrical, heating, air conditioning, all my finished interior, everything I'll do.
I think that's so cool because that
Plus-
really truly is from the ground up.
Yeah.
That-
Plus
that's
building my
amazing.
mom and dad a house at the same time. So
Oh wow. Wow. Very nice. Phew.
Super
And
rad.
being creative and doing shows and right?
exactly.
Crazy,
It keeps
crazy,
us plenty
crazy.
busy.
There you go. There you go. Okay,
So
so
let me, one thing
Yeah.
on the viewer spotlight, let me throw it out there, everybody. Please, please, please send us some pictures. Send us what you're doing.
yes.
We I can't reach out to every one of you that watch the show, as much as I'd love to, and say, hey, give me pictures. Please send them to us. Send them to rocktalklapidary@gmail.com. Send us the pictures of your art. It doesn't matter if it's lapidary. We don't care if you're a painter. We want to just showcase all of our viewers that make this show what it is. If it wasn't for our viewers, we wouldn't have a show to be doing every week. So why wouldn't we want to showcase you guys?
Absolutely.
Please send us
Show
some
us your art,
information.
guys.
We
100%.
can't, we pulled Matt out of the hat because he done something fancy this week. But Matt's a talented man in more ways than just that rock saw. He's an
Absolutely.
awesome concrete guy. He does amazing polishing and cutting as well. So we want to see what all of our viewers are doing. We don't, like I said, I don't care if you do paint by number or the little diamond art where you're gluing stuff on and making pictures. You guys
If you're
share
proud of it, share it with us.
Share it
because
with us.
art is art, whether it's rocks or not.
We want to showcase all of our artists.
Frank
And
made me cry, man. That was great.
So yeah, please, rocktalklapidary@gmail.com. Send us the pictures. Let's showcase our viewers, not
Yes.
just us.
Yes.
Please put that on the screen.
That's
Put
funny.
what on the screen?
What Frank said.
Wait. Oh, this? Look out, Bob the Builder. Here comes Brad the Builder. Yeah, you guys are going to have to
Can't
let me know because I'm paying attention to the other stuff. So anyway,
I'll tell you, we'll showcase this whole thing as Brad goes through his big build. Right?
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
Absolutely,
Phenomenal,
'cause
man.
this is just
Phenomenal.
phenomenal, right?
Can he build it? Yes,
Um,
he can.
Well,
He can.
for
And
my whole reason for building my own shop, not that I can do it, is I'm going to be able to keep my overhead down to where
Yes.
I can keep my price for my customers reasonable.
yes.
I don't have to worry about paying somebody else's rent on a building.
Right.
I have 10 acres. I have the property. I have the knowledge to do it. That's the only reason we are building our own building.
Oh,
And
yeah,
like,
rock and roll, man.
if something doesn't work out in the future, I've got a great big 32 by
Turn it
40
into something
shop,
else. There you go. Right.
so
Right.
I'm not going to lose.
Yeah.
So, and that's the
No.
reason we decided to build instead of to lease from somebody else. It's
Right.
my building.
idea.
I don't have overhead. I own it.
I agree with that 100%. If I had property like you have, I would do the same thing
Yep.
all day long. I wasn't allowed. I tried.
Yeah, we're
I was
super
told
excited.
no. I was told no.
Oh no.
I was like, but we could put another driveway right here and then
Come
put,
on,
a big
honey.
shed right here and just make it a. And he's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I'll just do it this way then. Um, but yeah, I'll be super stupid excited to follow your progress on this.
Thank you, guys.
Both
I
of you.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
both of you.
So, speaking of, I'm just going to real quick run through these pictures. So, here's my grand opening sign. Woo,
Show
woo.
us.
I'm not going to go through like, here's my checkout station, but I just have a few little pictures. So, that's some of Kirsten stuff.
We want to see all of them.
You want to see all of it? That's more of Kirsten stuff and some other stuff. This is where I have Jaws Jr.'s stuff set up as well as my own cabs. That is from the back of the store looking forward. That's just some little stuff. This is Kirsten Corner. So almost everything hanging, not all of it, is Kirsten stuff. And then, the cups and just specimens. This is Kelly's stuff. So I have some of Kelly's stuff.
Kelly Cabral.
Kelly Cabral.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is my friend Pam Williams in Arizona. She's an awesome metalsmith. This is my favorite table that I showed you guys earlier.
Nice.
And that actually, Ryan, I took all the boxes I had here at home from you guys. And I was like, you know what? I'm taking it all to the store and opening it there because it'll sit here forever. So a lot of what you see on the rough and some of these slabs are stuff that I got from Ryan. A little more just specimens everywhere. Couple spheres. I didn't do a whole lot of spheres because I was waiting for Brad's spheres. These are these super cool little tables for your table. They're rock tables for your coffee table.
think
I love
that's an
them. They're
Those are
so
awesome.
neat. They're so neat. These little guys. Just okay. Maybe I am showing you all the pictures.
Do it.
Yeah.
We can't all go to the grand opening. We want to see.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it, right? I do have another bookshelf on the other side. That picture didn't upload. But so it's just, a little bit of everything spread out all over the place. I didn't
Nice.
do I didn't do like all your trees are here and all your towers are here. I kind of put a little bit of everything everywhere.
You got coffee in there too, Courtney?
Coffee?
Yeah.
No.
Coffee pot.
No. In my store?
Yes,
I don't drink coffee.
I drink coffee.
6:30 in the morning.
Free
This
coffee
is
for
me.
the masses.
I'm Cokes all day. Now, we are going to have coffee and donuts for opening day. And if you ever come to visit, I will make sure you have coffee. Don't you worry.
Nice.
I will make sure
I'm a
if you're going to
coffeeholic.
drive up here, I will make
Yeah.
sure that there is coffee for you.
I think I have something for you, right? So I may need coffee.
Okay. I got you.
Thank
got
you, William. I appreciate that. Me and Andrew wrap our stuff good. We try hard.
Yeah, tell me about it. Order a box of
There you
stuff
go.
from him, and I mean a big
There you
box,
go.
and see how long it takes to undo it.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
spent a
Might take
week.
forever, but if you find something broken, you're one of the few.
Yeah. He was because he was at the store today helping me.
Oh, okay.
And he was opening your boxes, and he was like, "My God, nothing's coming broken from them, is it?"
So
And,
David asked, where do we mail pictures to? Courtney, can you give him
Okay,
the address?
so it's Rock Talk Lapidary at gmail.com. Let me see if I can find it here, and I'll put it up on the screen for you. Then, nope, that's not it. There it is. So that is the email address that you're going to email pictures of your work to, and we'll get you on for the viewer
Thank you,
spotlight.
Dave. I saw that in
okay?
the comments.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you,
guys.
Dave. Yeah, like I said, you guys, because I'm on this other page, so I'm not seeing a lot of the comments. Okay, so let's get into, now that we're halfway through the show, let's get into to dop or not to dop. Okay, so
I'm
last
excited
week
about
we were
this.
talking about to dop or not to dop, and I think because we all 6 of us, Kirsten included, have different ways that we do these things.
Absolutely.
So I think the best idea here is just to go around. I want to say the table.
The round table.
This is the round
group,
table. Thank you,
okay,
Ryan.
and we
Round
can
table.
each just say, this is how I do it, and this is why I do it that way, and this is my tips. And then move on to the next person. And then, obviously, if we have questions for each other, we'll do
Absolutely.
that too. But I think, we got 5 of us here. If each one of us takes, 3 or 4 minutes, and then a minute or 2 for questions or comments or whatever, and then move on. Because, one of us will start talking and it'll take 20 minutes, right? So,
Sunflower seeds.
yeah, let's try and keep it to a reasonable length of time that we share our information.
Hey, Dave, keep it to a reasonable time.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. So who would like to go first?
I insist ladies first, madam.
Okay.
Yep.
So when I first started cabbing, this is the very first cab I ever made. Okay, and I made it's no dome. The girdle's all wonky, but I made it with a Dremel. So this was the stone that really
She's
got
come
me.
a long way, y'all.
This is the stone that got me hooked on cabbing right here. But I did this with a Dremel 7 years ago. So anyway, when I got my cab machine, I did not use dopsticks. I always used my hands. I felt like I could feel things better. I felt like it was just better. I don't feel that way today. I can do it that way, but I don't feel like, for me, When I use a dop stick, I have more control over that stone.
Mhm.
I have less chance of having all skinned up knuckles like some of you guys have all the time. And my domes are smoother, they're nicer. My girdles are on point. Um, and I can't say I wouldn't be able to do it without the dop stick, but I can do it faster and more accurately if I'm using the dop stick, right? And that's just my preference. Even if I'm freeforming, I'm still using a dop stick, right? I don't use it like I don't when I do my backs. I don't pop it off and flip it over and put it back on a dop stick. I do the backs without the dop stick. I
Right.
do a lot of things without the dop stick, but at the point where I'm actually going to like I shape it without the dop stick, I do all of that stuff without the dop because that's just silly in my opinion. Do it, whatever. Um, what I did learn, so I used to have a lot of problem with wax. I don't use green wax. I don't like it. I don't feel it lasts long enough. I think it gets pasty. I think it's a pain in the butt. I think it's too thick. I use red jeweler's wax. It's a little bit thinner. You can reheat it 87,000 times. It's fabulous. My dop sticks are generally 4 to 5 inches long. I used to use longer ones, but I think I have more control. Now, even when it's on a dop stick, I might still, depending on the stone, I might still hold the stone sometimes, depending on
Mhm.
what I'm doing with it,
Right.
right? The stick doesn't get in my way. What I learned,
So hands up on the stick, on the stone, right?
yeah, depending on where I'm at in the process, right?
Like you hold the stone here and let the
Yeah.
stick in between your hand
Exactly. Yep.
facing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me too.
What I did learn, because a lot of people have a lot of problem with the stones popping off the dop stick, right? Got my
Yep.
tools, right? If
Shellac.
you go to Home Depot and get your shellac and get your denatured alcohol, order yourself off Amazon some nail polish bottles, mix it 50-50, dab that on the back of your stone before you heat it up to put it on your dop stick. That will keep it from popping off,
Yep.
right? 95% of the time, my stuff does not pop off my dop stick. Doesn't matter how cold it is, doesn't matter, it just doesn't, right? Um, so for me, that's how I prefer to do it today, right? I learned how to do it without a dop stick. I can do it without a dop stick if I'm feeling spunky. I like my fingers. I do feel like I have more control. My domes are nicer. Everything's just nicer with a dop stick in my life. So
Yeah.
that's my 3 to 4 minutes. Who's next? Anybody got any questions?
So, Craven, when you said it looks like when you were talking about painting them with the shellac, he put up a bunch of question marks there, and I'm figuring that's probably what he was
Okay.
asking about, some
Okay.
clarification.
So, yes. So you're going to do a 50-50 mix of denatured alcohol and shellac in your nail polish bottle. You're just going to take that and literally just put a dab of it on the back of your stone. You're going to set that on your dop station because you're always got to warm up your rock before you adhere it to your dop stick with your wax anyway. Otherwise, the wax isn't going to stick. Wax naturally has shellac in it. Shellac sticks to shellac. It just creates a stronger bond with that stone if you have this on the back, right? You're not going to have as much instance of it popping off the stone, if that makes sense, or popping off the stick. That is something that I learned in lapidary class until I took the lapidary 101, just a basic 101 lapidary class. I was getting like they were popping off left and right, and I hated using dop sticks for that reason. Like, why? Why am I even trying to do this? Stones are always popping off. My stones don't pop off anymore. I haven't had a stone. Every now and again, one might pop off, right? And then I just do it without the dop stick. It's not a big deal. I don't worry about redopping it. I just continue on. But that's just what works for me. But yeah, the little guy that I took Lapidary 101 with, tips and tricks, right? That's what he taught me. He taught me how to make a perfect girdle, and he taught me how to keep my stones on my dopstick. And he taught me how to use a dopstick properly, because you can use them the wrong way, right?
Sure.
So
I'll jump on next.
you're welcome, Craven. Okay, Matt, you're a freehand kind of guy.
I'm total opposite, right? So
Hmm.
so we are total opposites. Now I won't say that I don't dop, but I do, right? But everything I do, unless it's real small, I don't dop. So this is pretty damn small, right?
That is super small. Yeah,
That's freehand.
right, right.
You've got some of my stuff, Courtney.
I do. You make beautiful cabs. Absolutely.
And so everything I do is freehand. I'm not against dopping. This is actually, I just dropped it. Well, it's carpet. So this is actually the first cab that I ever cut,
Nice.
and it was freehand.
Show. Oh, I remember that one. I remember when you cut that.
Yep,
Nice.
piece of Larimar, right? It was freehand. Now, I don't need the skin on my fingers. I'm not too concerned about the skin on my knuckles, right?
Right.
But I would say there is some advantage to dopping. No doubt. You turn me on to using shellac and that sort of thing. And some of my smaller stuff, which is mostly commission based.
Uh-huh.
I think I got one piece. Hold on. I got one piece here that was yeah.
Nice.
That one I did on a dop.
Right. Yeah, because that's super tiny. I don't even know how you do that freehand.
Yeah, I'd figure it out, right, if I had to.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you'd have to get your daughter to do it or something. Get her little hands in there.
But the shellac, I mean, phenomenal. So I made 3 of these and sold 2 of them.
Nice.
It was a commission piece, whatever. They wanted 2 of them. I made 3. That was the toughest thing to try to do, right? Because it's super thin. I mean,
Right.
So you're trying to hold it. You're burning your fingers. I mean, it's back and forth, back and forth. So we were chatting at that time about the shellac trick. So I put shellac on that, right? That's how I did them.
Did you do a 50-50 mix or did you do
I did.
straight shellac?
Yep,
Okay.
50-50. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 50-50 worked phenomenal.
Nice.
Was fantastic. But I'm kind of a free form, gotta hold it. I mean, I don't cut standardized, drawn out, right? We're gonna cut a specific, piece.
Yeah.
I'm just not that guy, right?
Yeah, you don't do the calibrated or anything like that.
No calibration here.
Right.
I might be able to, but
It's easy. I mean, it's easy. I like doing freeform shapes as well. But calibrated cabs are so easy.
there you go.
There you go. But see, Matt also has this. He is spatially talented, right? As far as, you know what I mean? Spatially, symmetrically
Oh yeah.
talented, right? Where some people are not, right? And depending on the shape, I can pull it off, and sometimes I just can't.
I just kind of read it and I rip with it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just kind of so.
Yeah.
So there's a difference, right? I know Dave is a little bit different than I am, and we've chatted about it, right? I just kind of let it rip. I mean,
Right.
I feel the stone. I'm more in the zen,
Yeah. And the stone will tell you what shape it wants to be if you listen to it. I feel like.
I'm not
know.
I'm not a warm and fuzzy kind of guy, but I'm that kind of artistic guy, right? I just
Right.
let it rip. I mean,
There you go. There you go. Okay. guys, any questions for Matt?
Well, and I do have one, Matt. So, I mean, you work concrete, you do rough stuff, you've got pretty good sized hands, and you're making some really, really small cabs and stuff. So, your agility, I mean, is that something that you've got over maybe people who don't do so well? Is it an agility thing that really helps you? What do you got going on?
I wouldn't say, right? I broke my neck twice, my back twice, right?
Oh my
My
gosh.
agility and your agility is probably not the same.
Right. Right. Yeah,
Right.
two different things,
I've
right?
bounced off the ground a couple of times,
Right.
but but I would say it's just the mentality, right? It's just my flow, right? It's just me, right? It's just your artistic ability and your flow. So I would say when you grab that stone, right, and you try to run it, free form, and you're thinking maybe not, right? Maybe I ain't feeling this so much. Put it on a dot, right?
Put it on a dot, right?
I mean,
Right.
feel how it runs, right? So to me, I'm a very, very, very artistic guy. I'm a real rough kind of cut, brash guy, right? All around, right? I'm a concrete guy. But at the same time, I'm a real artistic guy.
Right.
And that's what flows the best to me is just grabbing it and letting it flow. Reading the stone, kind of feeling how it, the cleavage, right, of the stone and what it's doing. And because when you start cutting something, right, when you start cutting something, you kind of got to feel that flow.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't. They'll try to stick to that, nomenclature, standardized, circle, oval, whatever it is. I can't do it. Just can't do it.
Right. Right. All right. Who's next? Dave, Ryan, Brad? Who wants to go next? I want Dave to go last.
You want me to go
ahead,
last?
Brad.
Yeah,
Well,
so everybody
yeah,
gets their few minutes in.
I guess I don't have any as far as do or don't dop because I never have personally. I've never taken the time to learn how to dop. I do everything freehand. So
Okay.
I'm not going to say I'm against it. I've just never taken the time to learn how and how to attach properly and use it.
Okay.
So, I mean,
So
I could definitely see where some advantages would be. Like for me, for instance, those teeny tiny cabs that Matt's doing freehand, there's no way I'm going to be able to hold that stone and make it turn out. I know that.
Right. Right.
So I don't have a lot of opinion or what's good, what's wrong.
Okay.
I've never taken the time to learn.
Okay. Well, I can tell you, teeny tiny stones are harder than heck, even with a dumpster.
I couldn't.
They're very unforgiving. There's very little room for error. So if you screw it up, you basically are chucking it over here in a corner and grabbing a new piece, right?
I did a bracelet for Monica that was a piece of jade, and it was a oval that was only about a half inch.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that, and I did that one by hand. But I've got a dome on it that's a half inch tall, just because that's the only way I could do it too. It's a great big tall dome. She loves it when I got done with it, but I couldn't make just a normal dome on it.
You know what you do in that? You know what you do in that case is you flatten the back. You take the back off at the end.
Send it to Courtney.
Huh?
Send it to Courtney.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll fix it for you. No.
It went on her bracelet. It sat in there just as pretty as could be, and she loves that thing. And so you know what? It's one of those. I don't care what somebody else likes. It was made for Monica, and she loves it, and that's all that matters.
That is all that matters, and that's 100% right. And we have to remember that that's exactly that. High dome, low dome, mid dome, flat. Everybody's got their preference, and it's okay. It's all 100%. Art, and it's all beautiful, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Brad is basically a no dop guy, but Not for any particular reason other than that's just the way he does it.
That I just haven't tried it. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Ryan, what about you?
I just sent a picture from the group over. If you could upload it, I don't know how long that takes.
Just a second. Go ahead and talk while I do it.
So yeah, I'm a freehand cabber, and I can do anything from. I sent 2 pictures actually.
Oh my
From
God.
low low dome to big dome, but I'm with Matt. I can make. Andrew gets frustrated too with the tiny ones. I can make tiny little stones with
Yeah.
both hands,
Nice.
no problems. It's just meticulous. You just have to take your time. It's a
Yep.
patience game. But
Right.
no, I've seen plenty of people comment, "Oh, I don't dop unless they're small, man." I challenged myself to make little tiny plugs in the beginning, happen to
Absolutely.
cut little tiny grooves. So now little cabs are easy.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I'm talking like, when you get down, you're talking like a 10 millimeter cab. Those are
Yeah.
small. Like they're tiny, 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 right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I just made one that size for my sister's ring. That's why I was having to pull the pictures up.
is
So
that
that
okay?
was this big. No, that was an anniversary gift I just did for my kid's mom.
Okay.
It's
And
bubble
that was a
opal.
bracelet, right?
Yeah, see that's tiny. It's so tiny like this.
Right.
And ruby and zoisite, and it had a good dome on it and stuff.
Nice.
Dome just made it with my
Nice.
fingers.
Nice work.
Okay. Yeah, those are pretty.
That's good.
Very nice.
I like the meticulousness of it.
I can
Oh.
tell you what, I want to hear about Dave Shine, right?
Yeah.
That dude
Well,
does
hold
some
on.
Dave
Hold on.
Shine that nobody, I mean, unheard of shine.
Yeah, Dave does phenomenal shining.
Did you
His
see this one
polish
today,
is
Matt?
amazing.
I did. I just saw it. I was jumping on her. I would have commented on it, but gorgeous work, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, sunflower seed, Dave. You
All
got
right,
4
sunflower
minutes till
seed.
give
You've
the
got
Sunflower
4
seed.
minutes. Yep.
4
Because
minutes till the
I
giveaway.
do want to also address an email that we got. I want to kind of show people what Jaws Jr. does as well.
Oh yeah.
Real quick after Dave. So tell us
Please
what
do.
your
He's an amazing
preference
guy.
is, Dave, and I'll just kind of cut you off when you're done. How about that?
I'm like most of you. I started out when I started this. I've had nobody to help me. I didn't know anything, and I started trying to dop. I bought a dop pot from whoever it was. I bought it from Johnson Brothers, and I was just frustrated because it seemed like no matter what I did, my dop came loose constantly. And you see this, a lot of people deal with that. And one day I said, "To heck with it," and I threw it on the back of the bench, and I started just doing it by hand. But as I got to where I was a little bit better at understanding what a cab was, I found out there were things that I wanted in my cabs that I was not getting. Oh, boy, my camera really went bad there, didn't it?
You're just
Without
dark. We
using a
can hear
dop
you.
stick. And so what it was, I'm that person who's very anal about the girdle, whether or not it's perfect all the way around. And if there's a scratch anywhere there on that cab when I'm done, I go redo it. I cannot send out a cab that has a scratch that I can even see with a magnifying glass. I just can't do it. And that's part of, Matt, that's part of the shine that I get is because I am so much. So I went to dopping, and as a matter of fact, I've had problems off and on again with the whole dop thing. And then I started doing, well, and I showed you guys a while ago, Courtney was talking about her container. And I keep this in my refrigerator down there. I keep this mixed up. I just stick it in the refrigerator.
Really?
Yeah. I just throw it in the refrigerator, and yeah, the brush gets stiff. You dip it in there a couple of times, and it limps right up. And I brush the backs of my cabs with those, and I put my dop on there. And I'm not kidding you a bit. Sometimes you have to freeze them for a week to get them off because it's so strong, it seems like. But the wax will break before the dop will come loose.
Yeah.
And so, but it just gives me a lot more control. I have arthritis in my hands pretty bad, so dexterity is difficult for me. And so the way I hold mine is like Ryan was talking about, balancing that in there. But I can have my finger laying behind that cab where I have a little control over it, and it helps me with the undercutting and some of the other things that I was dealing with when I was doing it without using DOP. And so for me, it's been, now there are things that I don't use DOP for. If I'm doing something, I'm doing a freehand and it's round or something like that, all the way around. then I don't use DOP. And there's some things, but anymore, most of the time I use DOP, and that way I don't get hard as nails in my eye in the middle of the night.
Right. Bonus. Bonus.
He did
That's
it.
a story I'm gonna have to tell
He
him
did it if
someday.
he stops right now. He
Right.
did it.
Yeah, yeah.
So proud
Good
of you,
job,
Dave.
Dave. Good job,
Oh,
Dave.
hey, I talked fast.
Woo! Okay, so Josh Jr. sent in this email, and I'm gonna put the picture up. This man, I don't know how he does this. He is on the show tonight. So he uses a freaking 1 foot DOP stick.
Why is
And
it
a
so
10-inch
long?
DOP stick and a 6.5 inch and a 5.5 inch, right? Depending on what he's doing. Now, on the 12-inch, it's a 12-inch by 3/8 steel stick, and he secures that with Loctite super glue as opposed to wax, right? And then with the wood sticks, he does use wax. So with the Loctite, you heat it to remove it, and with the wax, like the rest of us pretty much do, we throw it in the freezer, right?
Nova
And
wheels.
huh?
Nova wheels.
Nova wheels. Mm-hmm.
For
You
oh,
don't see the Nova wheels?
yes, I see them. I see them. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're not talking about wheels.
I know.
But so this is what he does, depending on what he's doing, right? So he does all kinds of crazy different stuff. It blows my mind. So Josh Jr., I see you there. Tell us real quick, because we got about 2 minutes before we got to get on to our giveaway and close the show out. But if you would tell us what is up with the 1 foot DOP stick? How do you even use that without it getting in the way?
Now, while he's typing that, let me tell you his advantage.
Yeah.
Charles is very tall. I mean,
So
like,
he's
you know,
right.
around the
So
6
he's
foot
cabbing
5
it.
tall type
Right.
of
So
thing,
he's
right?
cabbing at the upper part of the wheel, where
That
most of us are cabbing
probably,
at the
and
lower
he's
part.
got arms as long as he is tall.
Right.
And if you go to his shop, he can stand over here and he can do this in his shop, and he can cab with this arm because he can reach his machine with the 1 foot stick. So,
Right.
you know,
Okay. Okay. I mean, I understand huge hands, and I
yeah,
understand like I understand that. But like for me, I would not be able to fit because of how I position myself at my wheels. I
right.
wouldn't be able to, like, even a 6-inch is a little bit too long. It's going to hit my trays. And that's just how I have my hands positioned. So he's standing. Okay, so that's what he's saying. He's standing. Okay, so that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
And yes, David says he uses a flat lap, so that would make a difference too, right? If you're using a flat lap, that would be a little bit different. Then you would have a little more room.
I
So
cannot use a DOP on a flat lap.
right?
I can't do it.
I've never used a flat lap. I mean, I use my flat side lap, but I only use that for the backs.
So
Like
I've
if I
got
need,
I have one.
yeah, if
The
I need to
only thing
even
I
out
use
or
my
flatten the
flat lap-
back.
The only
Yeah.
thing I use my flat lap for is to polish the backs, right?
Okay.
That's the
Okay. See, I
only
use my
thing.
wheels to
I do
polish the
have
back.
one,
Yeah.
right? But
Okay.
I let it rip on the backs, and that's it.
No, not if you do it right, Andrew. Not if you do it right.
There's plenty of folks that use flat laps out there. That's what they have available. They're cheaper, right?
Right.
Than a set of wheels.
Yeah. Then a set of wheels. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Little birdie told me they're gonna start making some Nova discs. So.
Really nice. Nice.
Yeah, the only thing I use mine for is polishing the back.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I polish my backs on my wheels.
I do
all
most
right.
of the time, but if I'm doing a bunch, right?
Yeah.
I'll throw them on a flat lap.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So it's giveaway time. Woo woo. Guys, if you have any questions or anything else, you can always email us at rocktalklapidary@gmail.com, or you can hit any one of us up. All of our information is down in the description of the show. Every one of our emails, every one of our Facebook information. Hit us up. We'll be more than happy to talk to you, and we can continue conversations.
Sure.
If you have any ideas for what you would like us to discuss next week, please send me an email because I don't have access to the Rock Talk Lapidary email, and I'm not sure if Kirsten will be checking it while she's gone. So if you have an idea of something specific you would like for us to discuss next week, I'm going to put my email up on the screen if I can find it while Ryan and Andrew get ready with the giveaway.
Do you mind if we have people that are also like our normals, you know what I mean, message us about something?
Absolutely
and we can tell
not.
you,
Of course.
Please, guys,
Yeah, of
talk
course.
to
Everybody.
us.
Yes,
Yes.
email us,
Yeah,
message
just
us.
PM, right?
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
whoever you're comfortable with. Like if you know
Please.
Ryan and Andrew, message them. If you know Matt, message him. Whichever one of us that you know and are comfortable with. Send us some ideas on what it is that you want to know about.
Kirsten's
Okay.
in Alaska
1 through
at the moment,
14.
right? She'll
1
she'll
through
be in
14.
Alaska for next week.
She'll be in
so-
Alaska for another week. Yep. So
right. So just message one of us, right?
Please.
Yeah.
right.
No,
Yeah,
we'll
and
take-
and we'll get the information to each other, and when I make the show up, we'll figure it out. All right.
Yeah.
So 1 through 14. Matt, pick a number.
7.
Troy Galatas.
Ah,
Ooh,
Troy.
Troy,
Nice.
Congratulations, Troy.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one of my
Brad,
buddies.
tell Troy what he's gonna win tonight.
Hey, so Troy, go follow JBB Rocks of Metal Art on Facebook. You are getting a $25 gift certificate to any product we sell, and you'll go follow that page. You will see that we sell a lot of different stuff from rough and slabs, polish, selenite. It doesn't matter. If you find it in a rock shop, you could probably find it on with us.
Nice.
So that's a $25 gift card for anything we do.
Good.
Troy, if you got questions, just message me, dude. I'll get you straight to Brad. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my buddies, Brad. I got
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Troy's
Nice.
always on Ryan's shows.
Brad's
Congratulations,
got good
Troy. That's
stuff.
awesome. That's awesome. And thank you, Brad, for taking care of the giveaway
Oh, yeah.
tonight.
Thank you, Brad.
No problem.
As we close the show out, Ryan, what do you want to tell us about this evening?
Please like, share, subscribe. Get the bell on, guys, please. And don't forget that we also have Rock Talk Lapidary on Instagram and we have a Facebook group also, and a metaphysical group connected to the show.
Right.
So
Right.
please try to join all those things. We're active in all of them. All of us are admin. So if you
I'm
got
not no
questions on
more.
there and you post something, we're all there. We're all there right away. So
Yeah. And we also now have the Rock Talk Lapidary sales room.
yeah, she's got
I
it.
don't
Thank
know
you
that
so
any
much.
of us have posted there yet, but we will start posting there. Brad has? Dave has? What are y'all pointing at?
I don't know.
Anka?
Matt was pointing at me, so I was pointing at him.
That's the real Brad.
Yes,
That's
that's
the
the
real
real
Brad.
Brad. That's
Yeah.
the real
So
Brad.
the real Brad
$200?
Yeah.
isn't back on any of these groups right now. He hasn't come back.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Brad was hacked last week, y'all. So make sure if you're sending Brad a friend request that it's the Brad with the roses as his.
The
Make
metal
sure
roses.
that if you accidentally sent Brad $200, you ask him for 1% profit from the company every month.
Thank you, David. We're so happy that you made it, and we're happy to have you.
Yeah,
We're here
of
every
course.
Thursday
I
at
was
this
looking
time.
for my sign. I got a
Um,
sign here somewhere for Brad.
Right. All right, Ryan.
Did we
I'm
just
gonna
lose Dave?
Yeah, Dave went bye-bye.
Guys, come
He
check
may or
us
may
out,
not come
okay?
back.
And
So,
please, any of my peeps, bros, if you're in here, I need questions for next week's show. Please hit me up. Let's get a bunch of stuff stacked. And if you haven't been a viewer spotlight and you're a bro or a raccoon, message us, guys. We want to get this done. We want sick photos of the stuff that you make your sickest stuff. Please.
yes.
We want to
please.
show everybody what you got.
Yep,
Thank
There
you.
you go.
See
All
you
right.
guys next time.
Thank you, Ryan. See
Bye,
you
Ryan.
on Tuesday, my dear.
Later.
All right, Matt.
I mean, here we are, right?
Here we are again.
Here we are. I'd say to echo Ryan's comments. I mean, if you got any comments, questions, you want any kind of tips, tricks, how to do this, how to do that, right? I did a saw cut tonight because that's what I had available to me. This geode, it's been sitting in my garden in my front yard for probably, I don't know, 8 years, right? I just really hadn't got the itch to cut it till we started chatting about it. So there are a lot of tools out there, right? There's a lot of tools out there. I'll cut that next half, the other half of it. I'll cut that with a Harbor Freight, right?
There you go.
10-inch tile saw blade.
There you go. There you go.
Just to make sure that we drive home the point that there doesn't need to be a whole lot of upfront investment. There doesn't need to be a whole lot of fancy equipment. You can do a whole lot of stuff, right, with what you have available. It's going to cost some money, right? No doubt. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. But it doesn't have to cost a lot of money.
But it doesn't have to cost you a fortune.
Right.
No doubt.
Right. All righty.
Yeah, but any questions, comments, hit any one of us up.
Sounds good. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Matt. See you next
Later,
week
Brad.
here. Brad.
So I'm going to throw a little thing about the viewer spotlight. Again, Rock Talk Lapidary at gmail.com, or you guys send it to my personal JBB Rocks, or let's see, JBB Metal Art at gmail.com. Send it to me just personally. Either way. And again, I'm always willing to answer questions. If I don't know it, I will find the answer. One of the 6 of us will know the answer, and if we don't, we also know lots of other people. We can find an answer to any question you have. One way or another, we will find the answer.
That's right. That's right. All right. Thank you, Brad.
Thanks.
I will see you next week, love.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye. Dave, we're just closing it out. You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Yep, I made it just in time, didn't I? Hey, goodbye, everybody. I'm glad everybody came tonight. I want to add to what Brad said right quick. The rock community is one of networking. And so, everybody knows everybody, and you may not know somebody directly, but somebody else does. So just to add what he's saying, but what I want to do is encourage people to come be a part of that community and that network. And that's what this show is about, not only to learn and to teach, but creating that community and a place where people can come find out the things that they know. And so thank you for coming to see us. Hope to see you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you, love. See you next week. All right, everybody. As everybody said, I could say the exact same things that they said, but I won't because that's boring, right? But so just thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of our community. We love you. We're glad you're here. Don't forget, Tuesday next week, we have the live sales show. That'll be Ryan and I. And that is at the same time as the show time. It will be at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right. If you go on the Rock Talk Lapidary Facebook group or the Instagram page, you should be able to find the link. I know it's on the Facebook group. I'm not sure if Andrew has already added it to the Instagram or not, but it is on the Facebook group. So if you haven't already, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We're also on Spotify, which Kersten takes care of that, so that it may be a little while before that gets uploaded. It'll get done when she gets back. But we appreciate you guys very, very, very much, and we love you. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll see y'all next week.
Great show, guys. Let's go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.